Hello everyone and welcome to episode 62 of Chumps the Champions, where today I'm taking on Cambridge United in the FA Cup fourth round with a real chance of getting through to the fifth round because we're in League 1, Cambridge are in League 2, we're the favourites. We've got an easy draw to try and get through. Obviously beat Charlton in the FA Cup third round in the last episode to get through to this stage. Unbelievable really how we've managed to get through this far and actually have an easy team in the fourth round to actually realistically have a chance of going quite far in this competition actually. So I've only played 3 games since the last episode, 3 league games, and we're still unbeaten. Still far too many draws. We drew against Sheffield Wednesday 1-1. Chris Doolan, in fact we've only played 2 games. That was the Chris Doolan game with the amazing goal, wasn't it? So we've only played 2 games. We drew against Barnsley 0-0. And we beat Walsall 3-1, finally getting a win. Koulibaly with 2 goals, rare goals for him, and Faulkner with a goal, which leaves us currently in 13th place in the league, 6 points off the playoffs, but we do have a game in hand. Remember, looking at that, so 9 wins, 12 draws, only 5 defeats all season. We've actually had the least defeats out of any team in League 1. Unfortunately, our draws are letting us down, because if we could convert some of those draws into wins, we'd certainly be up there with the teams at the top of the table. So I'm going to take on Cambridge in this episode, and if it goes to a replay, I guess I'll show that. So it might end up being quite a long episode. We'll see. The Rochdale game, possible. We'll see what happens anyway. I'm going to play this first game, and then after that, we may play a second game, depending on what happens. Right, so this is the team I'm going with. As you can see, I've stuck with Doolan up front. He's only scored that 1 goal, that incredible goal against Sheffield Wednesday. But I'm sticking with him up front. Paul Mitchell on the bench. Riley's out for 2 weeks with an injury, unfortunately. Alcock, my new right back, is cup-tied, so Clausen's back into the team. Bob Harris has been very good, as you can see here. 7.57 average rating, 7.78 over the last 5 games. He's more than replaced Muggleton. And he's not about the long throws for him. It's about corners, free kicks, just being generally a good left back rather than just relying on long throws and key passes and that sort of thing. Anyway, I think we'd better get on with this game. Boom, submitted team. Please hit that like button if you're enjoying the series still. We're going far in the FA Cup, possibly have a chance of promotion from League 1. People on the last couple of videos said it'd be great if you can get promoted from League 1 this season, because obviously now FM16's been announced, it's coming out, the beta will be out end of October. I'm obviously going to be moving across to that game when it comes out for the benefit of the channel. You know, I would love to continue Chumps with City after that point, but realistically, I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm going to be continuing, because I can't. It doesn't make any sense for the channel. I have to move over to FM16 to get new people in watching and continue to grow the channel. That is the aim, obviously. Over time, I'm going to be honest with you there. You know, I want to grow. I want to keep growing. It's been a really good year this year, so I'm hoping for more. Everyone's hoping for more, and I am. But hopefully we can get promoted this season and then actually have a chance to get into the Premier League before FM16 comes out. There's still 7-8 weeks to go until the beta, and I'm going to be going for it, because I think I probably won't be doing. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 experiments between now and FM16, but maybe not. I might not. I might just concentrate on Chumps with City and sort of FM16 news/preview videos, and try and give it all my all to get Chumpswood promoted to the top division. Or perhaps we could just win the FA Cup instead, and that would be a good way to round it up as well. But no, I'm going to keep going until FM16 comes out. Unless we keep getting stuck in League 1, by which point, like if I spent 3 or 4 years in League 1 and there's no chance of getting up, that I might as well. We'll just see how it goes. Anyway, ignore me, guys. We're going to continue until FM16 comes out with Chumps with City. Still 0-0 after 40 minutes, which is a bit annoying. But I'm really pleased with all your feedback. I know there's lots of people still enjoying the series, and new people coming along as well and watching, which is great. And watching from the start, I think there's a couple people when I was away on honeymoon that came across to the series and watched all the videos through up until the point where I finished before honeymoon, which was nice. I saw some comments, a couple people commenting on almost every video along the way, which is nice to see. Anyway, I've just realised I got something in my teeth. Hopefully that's not visible. We're not actually doing anything here, are we? I'm far from pleased. I have gone attacking. I've changed it up, and it worked against Was it Walsall? The team we beat 3-1 in the last game. I've literally forgotten. I can't remember. I'm actually recording a day after I played that game, and I always seem to forget who I've just beaten. That's the annoying thing. Come on, guys, do something, please. We've had 3 shots. We've had 57% possession, but 3 shots. They've had 7. We've done absolutely nothing in this game, and it looks like it's going to be a boring game. I'm going to go to a replay. I'm going to take off Nagy, and I'm going to bring on Hoey. Someone said I should start Hoey. He's a good player. I like him, and I would consider starting him, I guess. I'm actually going to take off Doolan and bring on Mitchell, and I think we'll go with that for now. We just need some more urgency. There's nothing happening in this game. As long as it doesn't happen for Cambridge, that's okay. But here they go, skipping down the right wing. It's a brilliant ball in, and we're losing. We are losing 1-0. This is our chance for glory to go through to, a bigger and better round of the FA Cup, and nothing is happening for us in this game. Their game plan is obviously working. Damn it. It was a really long, adventurous cross. Not picked up by a defender. Headed over Lovelock, who's back from injury now, by the way, so that's good news. But not much he could do about that one. So I've gone overload. Let's see if we can get back into this. Here we go. Harris with the throw into Mitchell. Oh, what a goal. We're back in the game. I'm going to keep it on overload because we really should be trying to win this game. Fantastic goal from him. 10th goal of the season for Paul Mitchell. It's been a bit of a slower season for him, I guess, but maybe he can still hit that tally of 21 goals that he got last season. There's still plenty of games to go. But Doolan may be my main striker going forwards, although he's only scored that 1 goal so far, so maybe it still will be Mitchell. Come on, guys, please do something. Ian Reese is going to come off for Maxwell now. Probably going to go to a replay. I'm going to have to go up to Cambridge, just up the road. Oh, Hoey's picked up a knock. 4 minutes of injury time. Can we muster something? 1 minute to go. I don't think anything's going to happen here. We're going to have to see a replay, guys, unless they can score from this free. That was wayward. No, that's the end of the game, and it's 1-1. Disappointing stuff, actually. Let's just say that wasn't good enough. Good reaction from the team. Yeah, not good enough at all. So the next game, the FA Cup replays in a few games' time. So I might play the Rochdale and Wolves games behind the scenes and then record the FA Cup 4th round replay. That makes sense. I think I'll do that. So I will show you the FA Cup 5th round replay. So this is potentially who we could play if we get through against Cambridge in the next game. Okay, Man United, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal. Wow. Potentially 4 massive teams playing each other there. And Chelsea have already been drawn. Now it's all about as far as we can go. Like if we can get a reasonably easy team in the next round, that would be pleasing. We're going to end up with Crystal Palace, a Premier League team at home, if we get through against Cambridge. So I guess that probably will be the end of the journey, the 5th round. But you never know what we can do. They may play a weak team and we may get lucky. I've found a play that I'm slightly tempted by because he's young, he's 21, and apparently he's a pretty good player. He's mainly a left midfielder, I think. But I'd play him as a fullback, personally. He looks quite good. I'm sort of tempted to sign him. I don't know how much it'd go for. Let's just have a look. If we just bid that. Too much money anyway. Because it's the end of the transfer window soon, so I might show you some transfers over in this video, if there are any transfers, or potential transfers anyway. So I've just played the Rochdale game. Sort of glad I didn't show it because it was a 0-0, though it was a relatively interesting game with both teams having a couple of clear-cut chances. Lovelock made a couple of good saves. Bob Harris, man of the match, really good racing from him again, putting some really good tackles for me. Disappointed not to score and get revenge over Rochdale. Remember, they beat me 4-1 at the start of the season. That was our game in hand, so it does mean we are 5 points outside the playoffs, unfortunately. But that's still a gap we can make up with plenty of games. 19 games still to go, I think, this season. And Rochdale, a very good team, so still a decent draw against a strong side. So I'm going to play Wolves next and then show you the result. Hopefully there'll be a few goals and I can show the highlights of those goals, I guess. So, the Wolves game's actually been postponed because of a waterlogged pitch. My pitch gets far too waterlogged. I need to improve the pitch, really. But the ball won't let me. They won't let me relay the pitch. So I guess we're just going to go and play the Cambridge game. There might be a couple of signings to do before the end of the transfer window. I'll keep you updated before the Cambridge replay then. So it does leave us in 13th place, 6 points behind the playoffs, not playing that game against Wolves. But obviously we have that game in hand, meaning if we do win that game in hand against Wolves, which will be tough, we would go 3 points within the playoffs. We're right in the mid-table, aren't we? But it could really turn out to be a positive season if we can start to convert draws into wins. Big news, guys. I've managed to get the next coaching license. I've got the Continental B license now, so I'm actually going to once again ask for the next one up, the top one, and see what the boards say. Although we agree with your reasoning, we simply need your presence in training right now. I will continue to try when I'm able to, because it would be great to get that top one. Obviously I'm really well qualified now, which is magnificent news. Let's do this. Let's do taking part in a transfer deadline day. I haven't done that yet so far in the series, or showed it anyway, have I? I'm actually loaning a player, by the way. I haven't said, but I've bid for a couple of players on loan from Crystal Palace, and this guy looks really good. He's accepted the offer as well. He's, I would say, better than Faulkner. My assistant would say he's better than Faulkner. So I'm going to have a lot of loan players, but if there's a player out there to improve the team, then I should go for it, even if it is on loan. Faulkner can always be on the bench or backup for this guy, or if this guy's not good enough, then he can be backup for Faulkner. We'll just see how he is. Let's just compare him with Faulkner, just to see. So Faulkner's obviously better at certain things like crossing and dribbling, which is almost essential as a left midfielder. But the other guy, Robert Murphy, is very good at quite a few other things, but maybe not good enough in the right, with the right attributes. I don't know. He may not add as much to the team as I would hope, but we'll give him a chance. They're both 21 years old, so let's see what they both can do for me. Anyway, yeah, he's coming to the team, so that's good news. It has been sealed, so right. my scout / assistants or whatever, it was my scout actually, he was meant to be quite good, said he would be a lot better than he actually is going to be. I don't think he is good as Faulkner. And looking at the comparison thing, that is evident, isn't it? He's quite versatile though. Fire engine or something going past. There's a loud one. I think ambulance actually. Anyway, what was I saying? I've been distracted. Yes, he's versatile, so he could play in other positions, maybe. Although I wouldn't put him as a striker with form finishing, so perhaps not. Anyway, I've got another player on loan. If he doesn't do anything, it's not the end of the world, I guess. There's meant to be another Crystal Palace player actually that I'm signing, but I don't know if maybe he's rejected it without saying. He hasn't rejected it. This guy, who could be a really good striker for me, he does actually look good. I did check him properly. I sort of bid for the other guy basically because the scout said I should. But this one does look like a good player. He's from Cyprus. He's got 5 caps for Cyprus as well, actually, but hasn't been playing. He's played 1 game in the Premier League, 1 sub-appearance. And I think he would be my best striker if he came. So let's just see if he does accept it. I can't be bothered to do all these questions from Football League papers. There's just no point. I'm cagey with the media for not saying anything. Oh, Watford have signed Zidane as their manager. Wow, unusual. Plan is, so there's a lot of players I sort of have tried to loan out, but I haven't managed to get any clubs bidding for them. But I might. Oh yes, we're going to get him, guys. How do I pronounce his name? Fotu, I guess. Fotu? Fotio. Apparently he's an enthusiastic striker, and he is a good player. He is my best striker. I know actually he's apparently not as good as Doolan according to my assistant, but looking at him, 15 finishing, his best attributes as an advanced forward, and I have been thinking about playing an advanced forward rather than a deep lying forward. One of the guys who regularly comments and tweets me, hi Matt, said, why do you play a deep line forward? It's worked well for me because obviously I've got promoted 2 seasons in a row with a deep line forward in my tactic. But I think I should try something else out. For you, I'll try something else out. We're going to play an advanced forward with Fotu up front. I've got so many options now, too many lone players really. But it's good to have options when things aren't really working. My strikers aren't scoring enough goals and I need to try something different. Okay, so I was trying to sell some of my players that aren't playing, like Holland, Els and those sort of players. No one wanted them, so I've offered them out on loan. Their contracts are up at the end of the season, most of them. But I thought I'd loan them out just so they're not too unhappy sitting on the bench all the time. I don't really need them, so I'm going to loan him out to Coventry. Elston, Stockport want him. It just shows the level that they're at now. They're conference players, really. Allen going on loan to Boreham Wood. His contract's up, and he's just not developed as much as I'd hoped. I've spoken about him numerous times, about him. Kate as well, once again, injury hit him and ruined his career. Now, LD will be staying at the club. He's a hot prospect, but I need to loan him out to get some game time. He's been playing in the reserves. I don't know how he's done, actually. Let's have a quick look. He scored 5 goals in 13 starts and 4 sub-appearances. So, he's done okay. But if we can loan him out to a team that's going to play him as a first-team regular, which all of these are, I will accept all of them. From the likes of FC United, Dartford and Southport. So there's a few hours to go for this transfer window. And I've made 2 loan signings, and I'm looking to loan quite a few players out. I was looking for a central midfielder, but I couldn't really find anyone suitable, so I'm going to stick with the midfielders that I currently have. So I think all of those guys have accepted their loan offers, so a few transfers going on in January, which is unlike me. I very rarely make transfers in January. I've signed Chris Doolan on a free from Queen's Park. A few actually. Obviously, Alcock for 5k. Bob Harris, left back for 2.4k, Connor Garton on a free into the youth team, Chris Doolan on a free, Robert Murphy a loan, and Fotu on loan, and a few players going out on loan, Nolan Cullen, he was ages ago, Joe Allen, Holland, LD and Kate. Elston hasn't gone yet actually, we need to wait to see if he decides to go. And with that, the transfer deadline has ended. You can see some of the roundups there, League One roundup, George Willis going to Man United for 80k from Luton. A few transfers there anyway. Let's go up. Premier League ones. Nothing of massive note there. But there we go. Let's get on with this replay against Cambridge United and get through to the FA Cup 5th round. I'm excited. Let's do a press conference and just click on the second answer as usual. Blah, blah, blah. There's no weak link because I don't want to get kicked in the balls by Football Manager. Blah blah blah. There we go. That's how you do it. Simple. So it's time for the replay. I wanted to test Fotu as the advanced forward, but unfortunately he's cup tied, as is Robert Murphy. So they must have played for Fulham or another team they're on loan at in the FA Cup previously. Alcock's also cup tied, so lots of cup tied players. Clausen's going to come back into the team. I'm actually going to play Doolan as the advanced forward then, because Mitchell, I think Doolan's better as an advanced forward than Mitchell. I may be wrong. He's good as... Apparently his best position is attacking midfielder now anyway, rather than a striker, which I didn't know. Maybe that's why he's not scoring as many goals as I'd hope. I suppose it makes sense with his good dribbling and passing. He certainly creates more opportunities when he's my striker, and that's why I've been playing him as a deep line forward, because that's when he's most creative. I think I'll go with Doolan up front then as the advanced forward, and we'll make that do. Elston hasn't gone out on loan. He's had a bid for him. He still may accept it, I guess. So many players either on loan or out on loan in the team. It's quite crazy, really. I'm going to bring Louis Moult into the team. Symington and JB are quite unhappy because I haven't sold them or loaned them out. I sort of need backup players though, don't I? And a lot of these players' contracts are going to run out at the end of the season, and I don't know who I should keep. I might ask you guys in a poll who I should keep, because obviously they're not really good enough for League One, and if I go up, they're definitely not good enough for the Championship. But it's nice to keep some of the old faces around, I guess, like JB, who's been around a while now. So possibly you'll want me to keep him in the series, in the team. Right then, let's try and get through to the FA Cup 5th round. The prize is Palace. It's an equally good prize for Cambridge, if not better, because they're in League 2, so they maybe could do with the money even more. But we should be beating Cambridge, remember, considering they're the division below. It should be an easy game in Charlton, but they obviously gave us a good fight when we were at home, and we suffered. And we've gone to a replay at their place, which I'm not happy about, but hopefully the likes of Doolan can score goals. He's only scored one so far for the club. As an advance forward, we'll see how he does. I'm going to go attacking fluid. I'm going to go more direct. And we're going to exploit the flanks. And we're just going to, actually, if we clear it to flanks, then the wingers can run it down and cross it in for Doolan. Let's try that. Okay, start match. Come on, guys, please. I want to get through. I really want to get through. Reece into Nagy. Maybe we can get off to a good start here. Nagy's just, he's got so much space, and it's knocked away. Unfortunately, that was a chance, to be honest, and we didn't capitalise on it. 6 minutes in. Here they go. Uh-oh. Here go Cambridge. Good tackle, Dennis Main. Wasn't sure whether to play him or give O'Houge another chance in their team, but I went for Main. He's been consistent for me. Stewart scores. Great goal. We've opened the scoring within 8 minutes, 7 minutes. 10th goal of the season for Stewart. It's a great run from me. Just burst down the middle. Great interception, and then found the back of the net from just inside the area. Lovely finish into the top left-hand corner. 1-0. That's what I wanted. A good start to the game. Nagy. Can we get another goal straight away? Clausen crosses it in. Faulkner tackled. Penalty. Can Koulibaly stick it away? He's my current penalty taker, or the best penalty taker in the team anyway. Let's make it 2-0 early on. Please. Come on, Koulibaly. Stewart sticks it in the rebound. Second goal of the season. Second goal of the game, sorry, for him. Koulibaly sent the keeper the wrong way. Must have hit the crossbar of the post. Let's see this. Slammed it. Power. That was power. And for once, a player actually puts it in on the rebound and doesn't just stare at it like a lemon, like they usually do. So, well done, Stewart, for sticking it away. Okay, 2-0 up. Lovelock, what's he doing? Lobs it into Nagy. Good pass. Reece. Over the top to no one. Could have worked out, but it didn't. Now we just need to hold on to this win. But here they go. Cambridge dodds through, and he's put it wide. I'm actually going to change it up a bit. We're going to go standard flexible. We're going to hold on to possession. We're not going to clear the ball to the flanks. And we're just going to... This is the tactic that basically created so many draws. So, in theory, we should be able to hold out with this. But let's see. Still early days in the game. Anything can change. Here they go. Cambridge with a throw-in. Uh-oh. They're back in the game already. It's 2-1. Isaac Buckley with only his second goal of the season. That's annoying. Okay, maybe I should have just kept it on attacking and gone for it, but... Well, maybe we can get a third goal and get our 2-goal lead back. Reece. Can he play it through? Koulibaly into Nagy. This is a nice play. Stewart's through. Stewart. Doolan scores. We're 3-1 up. Doolan's second goal of the season. He's finally scored another goal. Well, second goal of the season for me. He scored quite a few goals for Queen's Park. This is a goal full of games. It could be any scoreline at the end of this game. It's a tackle from a defender. A good tackle from a defender that basically gave Doolan the chance. It's annoying when that happens. Happens far too often. Harris. Faulkner. Harris. Reece. Can we get a fourth? Reece plays it into Faulkner. Stewart. Oh, with a chance of a hat-trick. It's cleared behind for corner. We've had 5 clear-cut chances in this game. Harris with the corner. Into Stewart. Stewart tackled. We only had one man back defending. from that corner. Harris, another corner. Faulkner. Reese. Faulkner. Nagy. Main sticks it home. 4-1. That's his first ever goal for Chelmsford City. Faulkner. Reese just slammed... No, not Reese. Faulkner slammed it, I think. No, Nagy slammed it. There we go. Keep it, good save, but it came to Main, who stuck it in at the far post. There was like 3 men marking him as well on that far post. And we're 4-1 up. This is what I wanted. Brilliant stuff from the team. 9.1 performance from Cameron Stewart. Very pleasing indeed. Okay, now we surely have qualified for this 5th round. But you never know on Football Manager, do you? Things can go crazy. But surely 4-1's enough with half an hour to go. Let's bring on Tom Youngs. Give him a run out up front. Bring off Ian Reese as well. He's quite tired for Maxwell. Maxwell's on loan from Fulham. Has been sort of a bit part player. Hasn't really done anything for me. I think he scored 2 really good goals in pre-season. You may remember me showing those. But he's not actually done anything since. Here go Cambridge. Get rid of it, guys. Oh, it's good clearance by Hickford. I'm going to take off... I'm going to put Stewart on the left. Bring off Faulkner for Louis Moult. See what he can do in this game. Hasn't played too many games recently. He's been a bit injury prone. Uh-oh. Oh. What's that? A penalty? Ah, great. Tom Youngs comes on and gives a penalty away. Thank you. Let's just make some changes now. Let's just close out the game now. 4-2 with 10 minutes to go. Surely will still be too much for them to do. 5 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, half a minute to go, and surely this is the end of the game. Surely we're into the 5th round of the FA Cup. We are. Thank you. Yes, brilliant stuff. Man of the match for Cameron Stewart, as you would expect. Very pleasing win, despite conceding a couple of goals. But we've scored goals. That's the main thing. We need to score more goals, and in this game we did. So we have indeed got Crystal Palace in 3 games' time. So I'll be showing that game, of course. I'm showing the FA Cup journey now. So I'll play the 2 league games behind the scenes, and then in episode 63 we will be playing Crystal Palace at home in the FA Cup 5th round. Wish me luck for the next couple games and for the FA Cup 5th round match. I will see you very soon.